Alright guys, I did this video a little differently. Basically you're on the main menu right now and I have annotations with links to click on whatever you want to learn. So it's divided in these 10 categories and you can click whichever one you want to see and learn about. If you're not watching this off YouTube, I suggest you do, because I'm pretty sure the links don't work there also on mobile devices or tablets. So you have to use it in browser. Alright, see you. Alright, so right now you're on getting started. So right now I'm just going to basically show you what happens when you first use the client. So everything's basically normal until you join something like single player or multiplayer. You'll get this welcome to Nodus message, and most people just walk around not knowing what to do with that. So for some people who are incapable of reading, it says hello username, welcome to Nodus. To activate the GUI, click Y. I don't know why it says click Y, but to activate the console, click U. XOXO Sketch, who just happens to be the creator. Yay. Alright, so to activate the GUI, let's try it. Press Y. There we go. We can move this around, or no, we can't move it, I guess, but when you click view tutorial, you'll be viewing the tutorial that you're watching right now, or you just click close. So then you have all these in the top corners. So I'm going to explain to you what these are. This is the tab GUI, which I suggest you keep. It is pretty simple for stuff. You could also drag all the stuff around, everything besides the client manager. These are your coordinates. I usually just keep this at the bottom left. And enabled mods, I keep this up here. This shows you what hacks you have enabled. Right now I have not enabled, so nothing's popping out there. And then these are the default click GUI setups, I guess. I'll show you in a minute. I'm just gonna move them all out here. Oh, and this is the radar. You can expand it by pressing this, or actually it changes the mode. There's text mode, which will show player's username and text, and GUI mode, which will show up on here. I'm just gonna set this up over here. I like making my stuff fancy. So this stuff right here is the click GUI. To expand it or open it, you press the expand button and all these magical hacks will just appear. Yay. So we have all these hacks, I guess. I don't know why, I just don't like saying that. We have all these mods, I don't know. So we have all these hacks, and yeah, that's basically how you start it, and I will explain what to do with everything and other parts. So back to the menu. Alright, so you've chosen commands and hacks, so this is the longest part of the video because I'm basically showing you most of the features in this client, which there are a ton. So let's get started. We'll start with these in the click GUI. There is bow aimbot, which basically shoots. I gotta pin this. It'll shoot to the last location that you were targeting. So if you're targeting a player, it'll shoot at the closest player and it'll try to hit them exactly where they're standing. It also bypasses no cheat, so let's do this. To change the modes, you type command mode, and then you'll see right under the console where you type, right under it, it'll show you predictions of what you can do and stuff. So I'm just gonna give myself a bow, and it doesn't want to give me a bow. I'll just have to do this. Watch, that thing is gonna die too. Alright, so I'll just be standing here and boom, it's shooting them from over here, which is pretty useful in PvP also. But yeah, bypass no cheat, and that's basically all you need to know. And sorry about that, my mouse is really fucked up. So click aimbot will basically work kind of as a force field, but you click it and it'll hit the nearest thing. So let's just spawn something. I gotta hurry this up. Alright, mushroom. So click aimbot. I'm over here, and it's still hitting it. I believe this doesn't bypass no cheat anymore. I will put an annotation over the video saying that once I figure it out. Force field, I think most of you know it also as kill aura. It'll basically attack everything around you. This is very good in PvP. It bypasses no cheat, gives no notifications at all, and it'll attack everything around you. It can do it at the same time as fast as possible by bypassing it. So you could run into a group of mushrooms and be attacking them. Doesn't matter if you're looking at them or not. I'm not even swinging my mouse. So it's really useful in PvP. Auto walk obviously kind of explains itself. Automatically walking. I'm not touching my mouse. Derp. I'm not even going to get into derp. Flying, there's 3 different modes. This is normal. Basically I have my speed set to 1. You can change the speed by typing fly set and then speed. Also, by the way, to open the console like that, you press U if you didn't know. But yeah, this is normal. Fly mode 3D. 3D will basically fly you to what you're looking at. So I'm just pressing the forward key and I turn my screen and it'll go that way. And creative is the same as creative mode. I am also in creative mode. Alright, so yeah, that's basically how the fly modes work. Free cam. Alright, a lot of people seem to have trouble understanding this. So free cam basically it allows you to go out of your body from where you're at, and you can fly around and do whatever, no clip, but you can't do anything. You can just look at stuff, and it's kind of hard to explain, so I'll just turn it on. So my original body is there. It's appearing to everyone there, but I can just walk around. I can fly around. I could just fly around and look at stuff. You can find caves and stuff. Also, something cool about free cam is that when you turn it on, if the actual block is within a 5-block radius of your original body, you can actually break it, or chest, you can open it, you can interact with it as long as it's 5 blocks in radius. If you go further out and you break something, it'll only break on your screen. You can just reconnect and it'll be back again, so it's kind of pointless there. High jump obviously jumps you higher than usual. You can set it by using high jump set whatever. No fall, this works on only no cheat servers. It'll give you no fall damage when you drop. Sneak, there's 2 different modes. People often ask this question. Shift will actually keep you sneaking, like it's just like holding shift, but you don't have to do it, it'll do it for you. Sneak mode packet, on the other hand, is patched by no cheat, but if it's not no cheat, you can walk around. You'll appear sneaking as everyone, but you can walk around at normal speed and it'll all just be like normal. Spider allows you to climb up walls. No cheat does block this, so you just walk into it, it'll climb up walls like a spider. Sprint, this is very useful in the client. This is normal sprinting. It'll just, sprint like you normally would when you activate it. But then there's sprint mode fast, which is a lot faster, probably twice as fast. It also bypasses no cheat. I don't think it gives any notifications. So as long as an admin's not staring at you while you're doing it, you should be fine. Step, very useful in PvP when you're running away or you just want to go somewhere fast. You can turn sprint on and step, and it'll automatically step up blocks. Anti-cheat blocks it, but not no cheat. Most servers have no cheat. Water walking, I believe all anti-cheats and no cheat block that, but you can walk on water and place blocks on water as if it were a real block, so there's an ESP around it. Auto sign. So auto sign is a pretty fun feature. Basically what it does is you put down a sign, write whatever, so hi, and if you click the auto sign button, nothing will happen if you place another sign after that. But if you turn auto sign on, or auto sign, after clicking that button, whenever you place a sign, it'll put the same thing. I believe after trying it 3 times, No Cheat Plus does block this, which is a pain in the ass. They just blocked it. So, auto tool. I am going to have to get some tools out for this. Alright, so auto tool basically switches your tools to the appropriate tool needed. Like the fastest tool that can break the block in your inventory, it'll take it out of here, your upper inventory, right here. If it's in your inventory, it'll switch it to your hotbar. So if I went up to sand with a pickaxe, it'll automatically switch to the shovel. And same if I went down to stone, switches automatically to the pickaxe for me. Auto mine will just automatically swing you around for you. Fast break, I'm gonna have to go to survival for this, or you know, don't respawn. That's cool. 1 second. All right, there we go. So game mode 0. All right, so fast break. You can see this is how fast you would normally break sand. Fast break. Bypasses no cheat, by the way. So normal, boring, fast break. Very useful with mining. Normal, fast break. So it's very useful with mining. And then there's fast break mode packet, which will go just as fast, but you can click it and it'll just, oh, there we go. You can click it and it'll just get to the blocks you clicked previously, and it kind of like puts them on a list or a queue. So I'd hit that and hit that, and it'll do it 1 by 1. Kind of hard to explain, but easy to use. Alright, fast place will just place blocks really fast. Good for spamming servers and making shit look ugly. Build hacks, there's a few different modes. Right now I have pull mode on. No Cheat does block this, but it'll automatically build stuff for you, like build mode, wall, build mode, floor. This is good for filling in holes. And build mode swastika. I swear it was Sketch's idea. Alright, nuker, favorite feature. Alright, so nuker, people get confused with this. I am going to change my game mode. Alright, so nuker, when you turn it on, you can see it's turned on now, but it's not doing anything. It says survival, and then the ID is 0, so it's not doing anything. So you turn it on, and then you hit the block you want to nuke, and it'll start nuking it. By the way, this is no cheat bypassed, but it'll start nuking it. And if you want to switch blocks, you're going to have to turn it off and turn it on again, and then hit the other block. But this is very useful. Like, I'm in survival mode, and it's going really fast. Where is it? It'll also select it, as you can see, this green stuff, it selects it, whatever it can nuke. And then there's different modes. There's nuker mode. I'm gonna have to change my game mode. Nuker mode creative. This is very destructive. You need creative mode to turn it on, but it'll just destroy everything it can. You don't have to click or anything. As soon as you turn it on, it starts nuking. And nuker mode smasher, which will smash anything that can be instantly broken, such as grass, redstone, torches, or grass, redstone, torches, and all that stuff. And nuker mode click, which is actually my favorite mode. You click and it'll just break everything in like a little 3x3, I think. It looks more like 4x2, but 4x4x2. But anyways, who gives a shit? All those nukers bypass no cheat as far as I know. Especially survival nuker does. Auto egg. So auto egg, you can set it to whatever. I have it set to 20 by default. And basically when you go up with spawn egg and right click, it'll spawn the amount you have set to spawn. So it just spawned 20 mushrooms. Oh, this is gonna be a long day. Auto fish. Yay. Fishing. So autofish, oh, I forgot to turn it on. Autofish will basically, you turn it on, cast it, and then you just let it sit, and as soon as it can catch a fish, like it just did, it'll catch it instantly, and then it'll like reel it in, cast it again right away, and the fish will fly to you. I don't know why it didn't there, but so yeah, it automatically just fishes for you. You can just leave it on for a couple hours, and you'll come back with a shitload of fish. No swing, patched by no cheat, but is very useful on vanilla if you don't want to get caught griefing right next to an admin. Cave finder, I don't believe this is patched by anything yet. Chest finder will automatically highlight the chest with whatever colors in your options, like you can see down there. That's probably a dungeon down there, but yeah, that's chest finder. Day will make it day on your screen. Let's see, can I? Yeah, I don't know how to set it tonight. Oh, alright, so see, it's getting a little dark. Turn it to day, it'll just make it day on your screen, but mobs will still come out and stuff. ESP mode player will have a big name tag around them, and it'll say above them what item they're holding. I don't have any players with me because this is a private server. And mob will show the type of mob above their heads. Yay. Okay, Fulbright, very useful. I'm gonna go in a cave or something. Just gonna go down here. Alright, so you can't see when you're down in a cave. You just turn on Fulbright and screw torches. See, it kind of fades in and out, which is pretty cool. Just for decoration though. No render will just not render items when you have it turned on. No slowdown will make you not slow down when you're in stuff like Cobweb or Soul Sand, and I believe that's not patched. Notifications will notify you when somebody enters your radar distance, which you can see people on your radar from up to 200 blocks, I think. Timer will, whatever you have it set to, so I have it set to 2. So it's speeding my time up for everything. But this is obviously patched on no cheat, but it's speeding my time up for everything by 2 right now. You can set it to whatever you want, like 30 and you go crazy. I'll turn that off before anything gets crazy. Tracers, pretty useful. You can change modes, and it'll basically draw a line to the players or mobs in your radar distance. Those are different colors because aggressive mobs and passive mobs are different colors in this. Wall hack. Does he still have wall hack? No. Alright, so there's only one on wall hack mode now. And it's entities. And so basically it'll show mobs through walls, which is actually really useful. Mobs and players. Waypoints. Waypoint system is a little different. So to add a waypoint, you type waypoints, add, and then the name of the waypoint, so home, and then a color code. If you don't know what that is, just Google it, or there will be a link in the description of color codes. So if you want to set it to your current position, you don't have to put in coordinates, and it'll just set it to wherever you're standing. So there we go. When we turn on waypoints, it'll have a box, or it'll have a line, kind of like tracers. You can go as far as you want, and it'll still have that line, and it'll lead you right to where you set it. You can also do waypoints, add whatever, 4, and then the coordinates of 1064. Yeah. And when you turn it on, it's way out there. So, weather turns rain and makes the sky normal as if it wasn't raining at all. Just turns it off on your screen. X-ray, I'll show you the X-ray editor too. It's basically, you know, different modes of X-ray. I think I only have iron on right now. By default, I think it's only shows up iron, but you can change it by pressing Y, going to the client manager, and going to the X-ray editor. So we had X-ray mode normal on, and we want to add stuff to X-ray mode normal. So we'd go over to the block and just click it, and when it's black background, that means it's selected, so it's added. So lapis, mob spawners, fire, portal, enchantment tables already added. You know, all the cool stuff you just want to find. And now if we turn it on, it has the stuff. You can see it all down there. I don't think I added coal, but whatever. Alright, so all those are done in there. Now for commands. You can type help commands, it'll give you a whole list of commands. Okay, name protect. I'm going to go on a server for this. Okay. Let's go on one of my Hunger Games servers. Gonna have to log in real quick. Alright. So, let's teleport to someone. Alright, so see this guy? I could type name protect, add Joshy Washy, and what I want his new name to be, so cocksucker. And it'll also add him as a friend. I'll show you how the friend system works after, but so it'll give him the new name, and even in chat, as you can see, it gave me a notification from cocksucker instead. And when you say their name, it'll show up as cocksucker. Name protect, still cocksucker. Oh, you have to put it as their original username. Let's see, remote view. I'm gonna fly over to this guy again. So to use remote view, you can type remote view and then the username. Also with Nodus, it pre-predicts the usernames, so I don't know if it's gonna work with his name protected username. Nope. So I'll put remote view Joshy. And there we go. I'm looking in his screen. Whatever he's doing is showing up on my screen, but I can't do anything. I can't turn the screen. It'll kind of just make my arm swing around. A little weird. If I try to break a block, it'll only break like client-sided, so it won't actually happen. It's just appearing to you. And then remote view clear. And this will only work when people are in your radar distance, which is once again up to 64 to 200 blocks, something like that. Let's see what else. Help commands. I think that is about it. Oh, aliases. Or actually, you know what? I'll show you that in the binds and aliases section. Forgot about that. And would you look at that? I forgot to mention a few things. Alright, so when you go to your options, there is it's off by default, but you can turn on something called rear view, which is very useful in PvP. I just disabled it. It's very useful in PvP, where you can just see behind you, so the player's trying to sneak up behind you, you'll see it on that screen. And I also forgot to mention the friends system, friends and enemies. So this guy, my aimbot will attack him, my force field, anything that'll like locate users, I guess you could say, or attack them, it'll attack them because he's not my friend. When I add him as a friend, he gets the friend colored username, which is whatever you set in your options. And now my force field and aimbot will just ignore my friends. And then there's enemies, which doesn't really change anything. Everything will still attack them. They just get the new colored username. So yeah, I think I haven't forgotten anything now. So see ya. Alright, so I forgot another thing in the features. Yay! So it is the health command. So this is very useful if you want to turn on auto mine. If you fall in lava, it automatically teleports you to your base, or if you want a PvP log, when you get to a certain health, it'll automatically do it for you. So you can basically set it to use any command, a notice command or a chat command, when you get to a certain amount of health. So how health works is that it's divided into 20 variables, I guess you could say, and so that means half a heart is a health. So there is 10 hearts, that means there's 20 health, so the max is 20. So right now I'm at 20 health. So if I were to set my health to 10, then I'd have 5 hearts. So I'm gonna set it so when I get to 19 health, so if I lose half a heart, it'll use a command chat hi. So it'll say hi when I lose half a heart. So I'm gonna turn on health, and it should do it. So let's try this. See, just said hi. For PvP logging, Come on, get up there. Alright, so for PvP logging, I'll do health set. Let's do 10. Hopefully. No, I'll do 11. Alright, my health is rising. 14. Health. Command. Disconnect. Toggle. Yay. And there we go. So you lose an amount of health, and then it'll just automatically disconnect you. So PvP logging like a fag. Yeah, so there we go. See ya. Alright, so that's it for this, and skip to the start of the video, go back to the menu. Alright, you've selected the options menu, so there is obviously a very wide range of things you can configure in the client. There's a configure folder in the Nodus folder located in your .minecraft folder. So many folders. So when you have the GUI manager opened by pressing Y, you can open up the client manager, and there's a whole options tab here where you can change all the colors, such as like if I want to change primary color of the client. There we go. Yay. Nodus is now customized. That actually looks really good. So yeah, you can change all the colors, you can turn on and off stuff like message stacking. I'm gonna keep that off. Clickable GUI, tab GUI, coordinates, all the stuff. Also, hey look, rear view. I'm gonna have to add that. Forgot I mentioned that in the other menu. But anyways, that's basically all the configuration options right there. Alright, you've selected the keybinds and aliases menu option. So Nodus is very well known for being a free client that offers binds and aliases, custom binds. So basically you can bind whatever you want, like whatever command you want, something to say in chat, anything to your own keys, which most clients do not have. Right here there's bind editor, which is a very easy tool for beginners. You can also use manage binds with commands. So I'm just going to remove this key, and so to add a bind you press whatever key you want to bind into, so F, add, and let me just open this so it acts as a server real quick. So you add the command, and then it's just chilling here right at the bottom. It doesn't do anything when you press it because we haven't added a command, so we can make it do whatever we want. We can make it do a command, so full bright toggle. Now whenever I press F, full bright will toggle. I can make it say something in chat or do a command, so let me go down to it. So I can make it say something in chat, so hi. So whenever you want something to do something in chat, you put chat and then whatever, so like chat/help, something like that. So now whenever I press F, it'll turn on full bright and say hi. And now you can use it for a lot of things. You can use it to change different modes, force field mode, player, whatever. And so yeah, that's basically how you use keybinds. Pretty simple once you get to know how commands work. Aliases act as a shortcut. So if you wanted to say remote view clear, you want to make that shorter, you can type alias add, and then we'll make it RC, or there's no more dashes in this client, I forgot. So RC, so that will be the new command, and then the old command is remote view clear. So now whenever I type RC, it'll clear remote view, or you can do like alias add FF force field toggle. So now every time I use the FF command, it'll use force field toggle. So basically that's it for this option, and skip back to the menu for more options. Alright, you've selected the tab GUI option, and so I'm going to be showing you how to use this thing here, right up here. So first I'm going to pin it by clicking the pin button, which will make it stay on my screen. And so you we just have this thing chilling in the corner, and to control it you use your arrow keys. So I'm using the up and down arrow keys, and you can see there it is selecting different things. So right now I have the player category selected. To open categories you use the right arrow. So right arrows to open it, left arrows to close it. So right arrow, and then I have all these hacks. So I could go up and down again, and when they're selected I can press enter and it'll enable it. So enter, it'll enable fast break, no fall, and all that stuff. And so this is how the old Nodus used to work. It used to be only that you basically couldn't do anything but just this. So now I'm going to show you something that's new to it, which is the tab editor. So you can add your own little tabs. So I'm going to make a new category called modes. See, now it's there, and there's nothing in it, so I can't really open it. So we're going to add stuff to it. So we go to edit, and then we add the different hack names. So force field, I'll put FF as a shortcut, mode, or I'll just do mob and FF player. So that stands for force field mob, force field player. So that'll show up here, but when I press enter nothing happens because there's no commands binded to those. So I go to it, and I go to the command, or the name, click edit, and now I can add the command. So force field mode mob, and go back, force field mode player. So I'm going to turn on force field, and now when I go here, force field mode mob, force field mode, I can't even say this, force field mode player. So it's very useful when you don't want to open it and click shit if you're trying to be fast, and you can remove stuff, and it's all customizable. So that's it for this option. Go back to the main menu at the start of this video to watch more. Alright, you've selected the clickable GUI option, which is these thingies up here. So whenever you click them and enable hacks, and you can expand them, whatever. So basically pretty simple. When you open the GUI manager only, you can move your mouse around and you can hover over them and click whatever you want to enable. But you can also customize these. So you go to the options, go to click editor, and here are our 4 tabs here. So if I wanted to add, I did this example for tab GUI, but modes. So now we have this new modes tab. I'm just gonna expand it, and now when we go in here, we can do, I'll put FF for force field, just a little short word, force field player, and force field mob. And so now when we try to click this, nothing will happen because nothing is set to happen, so there's no command binded to it. So now when we go to edit those, we can put the command. So force field mode player, close it, and force field mode mob. So now when we click it, you can see up here my force field mode. So when I click player, I'll select player, force field mode mob, and so that's basically how you use it. So yep, that's it for this option. Go back to the start of the video for more options. Alright, you selected the TTF options. So basically TTF stands for True Type Font. You can find your fonts by going to the start menu. This is for Windows. I don't know how to do it with Mac, and typing in fonts, and there should be a folder that has like an A symbol in it, and it's called fonts. When you have that open, you can TTF files. Let me see. You gotta find the TTF files. There's 2 different types, I believe. There's rich text font, I believe, RTF. I don't even remember. Or no, that's rich text format. I don't know, but it has to be a TTF format, so you can figure that out. So to change it, you can go to options, TTF options, and right now I have it disabled, but let's put in the font Arial, bold, and size 17. So when I enable it, it's using the Arial bold font. There's different ones. My personal favorite is Verdana, So it's Verdana Bold 15. Save. This is my personal favorite. I think it's supposed to be a little bigger, but yep. That's basically how you do fonts. You kind of got to get a hand of how to find the true type fonts, because there's two different types in that folder, and it's like half and half. So go back to the start of this video for more options. Alright, so you've selected the main menu settings option on the main menu, so that kind of sounds funny. So right here, the only difference is the donate to Nodus button, which you can donate to Nodus, and it's minimum $5, and you get a cape of your choice, you get a design and stuff. It's all explained on the link when you click this. When you go to multiplayer, you'll see an account settings button here, and when you open that, there's nothing here by default, but you can add an alternate account. You can also buy alternate Minecraft accounts at our website, and they're pretty cheap there, like 20 cents I've seen before, 8 cents each. So when you add them, you add the username, password, or you can click open list and copy and paste them if you have a whole crap load of them. And when you click it, click login, and that was the wrong password. Alright, so now I'm just going to delete that. To use a proxy, you need a SOX 5 proxy, and it all does work, so if it didn't work for you, it might be a wrong proxy or dead proxy. Offline name is basically for offline servers that doesn't validate your session or login verification, whatever. That you can change your username to whatever you want, only on cracked servers though. So I can make my username that, log on to a cracked server, and it'll work. Just remember, only cracked servers, so don't try it on a premium server. Alright, that's it. Go back to the start of the video if you want some more options. Alright, you've selected the frequently asked questions, or FAQ tab or option. So basically, I'm just going to be answering a couple questions that are commonly asked. First of all, Optifine most likely will never be added, because to add Optifine, Sketch, the coder, would need to wait every update for that to update before he can update Nodus, and people bitch when Nodus isn't updated in the first 5 minutes of an update. So that's one reason. Also, he'd have to work off somebody else's code, so he'd have to figure out how that code works. Also, if he added it right now, he'd have to recode the entire Nodus client, which takes a lot of time to do. So Sketch's suggestion: get a better computer. Thank you. Anyways, other questions. No, there's no way to unban yourself from a server that is server-sided. No, there's no way to spawn items. No, there's no way to get in creative mode. And no, there's no such thing as a force op. No, this is not a virus, since I've seen quite a bit of trolls try to accuse us of this being a virus. I'm going to explain to you that thousands of users use this daily, and it's been released to the public since October, and it was originally released on a kind of like a tech forums, I guess I would call it, which everyone basically knows how viruses work, and it cannot have a virus. Like, if you are experienced coder, you can decompile it yourself. Honestly, Sketch wouldn't do that. This client is way too popular to just be a dick like that. So no, there's no virus. What else? I think that's about it. If you're getting a black screen after installing it, all I can say is you failed, because you obviously did something wrong in the installation. Alright, so that's basically it for this option. Go back to the start of the video for more. Yeah. Alright, so after downloading it from one of our websites, nodusgriefing.com or sketch.net, or the link that is in the description, that is very highly recommended, because people could say they modified Nodus or something, and it could be a rat, a keylogger, last login stealer, etc. So make sure you download it from one of our trusted links. So after you've downloaded it, it should be something called Nodus Update. So we're just gonna have that, in our background or whatever, just know where it is. So go to Start, gonna type in and Run, and this is only for Windows users. I have no idea how a Mac works. We're gonna type in %app data %, click OK. go to .minecraft, go to bin, and then you'll see a file here called Minecraft. If it, yeah, so we're gonna just delete that, yes, and so that's gone. Make sure you have Minecraft closed before you do this, by the way. It won't let you delete it or rename it. So now we're gonna take this Nodus update file and drag it into the bin folder, and then right click it, rename, and rename it to Minecraft. Now, if these all say .jar at the end, then go with the system and put .jar. If you're not sure, don't put a .jar and right click it, and if it says it's an executive, oh my god, executable jog, I give up, executable jar file. Oh, I can't even say that word. So if it's a jar file, then you, without the .jar extension, then you don't need to add it. So there we go. It's installed. When you log into Minecraft, I'll just show you here. When you log in, everything should be fine, and you should have the client. There we go. So everything's working. Alright, so that's the end of this part of the video. Go back to the start of the video for the menu options. Alright, so that's the end of this video. It took a shitload of effort to randomly make this video when I got bored at 2 in the morning. So please leave a like if this helped you out, and leave a comment if you need help with anything, and I'll try my best to answer you. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked it, and subscribe.